evening, everyone. On the eve of Film Festival on Biodiversity and Climate Change, which is jointly co-presented by Punjab State Council for Science and Technology, Punjab Biodiversity Board, and CMS Vatavaran, I, Sabyasachi Bharti, welcome you all. As we are watching few very beautiful and thought-provoking documentaries by some of the most prominent filmmakers, short filmmakers, documentary filmmakers and such from around the country. And it was a really beautiful watching these films. We had watched The Wishing Tree, then we watched Earth Witness, Gharat, and Bunty's Tree, Dado, Carry On Bex, and Chewing Gum. These films force us to think about what is going in and around us. So, as we we know that the cinema or the film offers us a substantial opportunity to share messages with a very wide audience. Um, and however, there is a little research or evidence about the potential benefit and risk of cinema for conservation, but given their global reach, cinematic representation, and these could be very important in raising awareness of conservation issues and species of concern, the biodiversity conservation, as well as encouraging greater audience engagement due to their heightened emotional impact on the viewers, which we had seen these through the films which we had shown today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we let me have the opportunity to introduce our panelists today. Uh, we have Akanksha Damini Joshi ji with us. Hello, Kankhan ji. Akanksha. Yeah.
Namaskar, good to be here with all of you.
Yeah, as you know, Akanksha Damini ji is an independent filmmaker. Her work ranged from short films made for television to long documentaries. Passenger, a critically acclaimed film made during and after the 2002 Gujarat Karen was one of the her first film. Her short film on the River Ganga, addressing the global issue of climate change, is regularly featured on the national television. Her film on India's largest coastal lake, Chilka Bank, has been appreciated and awarded in many festivals, including CMS Vatavaran. And I must say that I'm a huge fan of this documentary. Whenever and wherever I meet in the workshop with Damini ji, I mentioned it that friends, you must go and you watch this film. It is not a film, it's a poem, I must say. Same with the current film which we screened. Uh, it's had it's her forte to make film in a visual poem form which directly goes into your heart. So a very warm welcome, Akanksha ji, again on this platform. Then friends, we have Srinivas Oli, one of my personal favorite from Himalayan region. He is currently work as an assistant teacher in the Department of Elementary Education, Government of Uttarakhand. He has worked in both print and electronic media. और इनकी फिल्में जो हिमालय हिमालय और के की बहुत सारी समस्याओं को फर्स्ट हैंड दिखाती है. श्रीनिवास जी, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. We have Donna Partha with us, is a final year animation film design graduate from National Institute of Design and ID Ahmedabad, and born and brought up in Coorg. That's why the film Dado is based on Coorg, one of my favorite, very beautiful film. I make it sure that wherever, like when I like CMS Vatavaran make it show that wherever they go, they must show this film, because the film very subtly talks about the environment around, and as it's an animation, the kids, the school students, they take it very it goes directly to their heart. So वो उनको बहुत मजा आता है. Thank you, Donna, for being part of the workshop and this film festival. Then we have Sunil Bhongreji with us, aims to spread the message of environmental awareness through his lenses. In 1999, he established Sharadiya System Private Limited, taken over by the strong passion of the environment, and with the character Greenie in 2009. He started the film Greeny the Great. It's the Greeny the Great is a short film series of short films which very subtly talks about the pollution, the environmental concern, the biodiversity problems. And it's always a challenge making a short film and giving a message correctly. So Sunil ji, very warm welcome. Sunil ji, are you there?
यस
Yeah.
नमस्ते।
Namaste.
मुझे लगा
Sunil,
आपने मुझे म्यूट किया है।
uh,
नहीं ठीक है।
ji.
नाउ कैन यू हियर मी?
Yes, 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 yes.
ओके ग्रेट।
So Sunil ji, I want to start with you and want to know that you are making very short films, Greeny the Great series, which we had seen in so many films and in so many in so many platforms, so many festivals. Do you think that in that short period you are successful to deliver these complex environmental and biodiversity problem to the viewers, and how is it easy or is it difficult to come up with a short film with the correct message?
ओके, दो अलग अलग क्वेश्चन है। आई विल गो इन हिंदी।
ओके सर, ठीक है।
इट इज डिफिकल्ट टू मेक इट इन अ शॉर्ट टाइम बिकॉज यूजर व्यूअर को हम लोग चांस ही नहीं देते एस्टेब्लिश होने के लिए। वो स्टोरी के साथ उसका जो नाता जुड़ना चाहिए
जी,
वो टाइम नहीं होता। एट द सेम टाइम ये जो इम्पैक्ट भी करना है और एक सब्जेक्ट को बताना है, ऐसे ही नहीं छोड़ना है कि वो खुश हो गया, इतना नहीं चलेगा। यू शुड कैरी सम मैसेज विथ हिम। तो इसके लिए रिसर्च चाहिए। बहुत ही जैसे कैरी ऑन बैक का जो फिल्म आपने दिखाया है उसमें सिंपल सा मैसेज है कि वो मेरा फीलिंग था कभी तो कि एक टाइम था जब हम प्लास्टिक बैग के पीछे लगे थे।
जी,
दुकान में जाते थे, बैग दे दो या अलग चीजें या अलग अलग दे दो बैग दे दो, ऐसे करते थे और बैग लेते थे। अब एक जमाने में हम बैग के पीछे थे, अब बैग हमारे पीछे पड़ा।
जी, बिल्कुल सही।
दैट इज द आइडिया। वो उसका उसी का एनिमेशन किया हुआ है कि अब बैग हमारे पीछे लगे और इतनी बुरी तरह से लगे कि हम उसको मतलब भूत की तरह है वो, जहां जाओ वहां आते हैं पीछे। तो मतलब बाग में जाओ, बाहर जाओ, छोटे गांव में जाओ, बड़े शहर में जाओ, नदी में जाओ, कहीं भी जाओ कैरी बैग दिखते हैं। इसलिए वो फिल्म है। तो बेसिकली वो थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है इतनी शॉर्ट टाइम। जैसे ये 20 सेकंड्स में है वो मैसेज जो दिया हुआ है। इसके पहले हमने 1 मिनट की फिल्में बनाई थी जो CMS में दिखाई गई और उसको अवार्ड भी मिला था
जी,
पर वो चैलेंज है। और मुझे लगता है कि दूसरा जो इम्पोर्टेंट था कि मैंने शुरू वहीं से किया था कि लोगों का अटेंशन स्पैन दिन ब दिन कम 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 होता जा रहा है।
बिल्कुल।
मतलब 15-16 सेकंड से ज्यादा वो एक स्क्रीन पे कुछ हिला नहीं तो स्क्रीन भी नहीं देखते जो उनके हाथ में पर्सनल है।
जी,
मैं किसी को फिल्म दिखाता हूँ 1 मिनट तो उसमें 2 बार वो फोन चेक करता है या किसी को आवाज देता है। अब इतने टाइम में जो मतलब गिनी का आइडिया तो 96 में आया था कि 1 या 1.5 मिनट से ज्यादा फिल्में नहीं होगी और बाद में वही होने लगा। 2009 के बाद हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि किस तरह से इंटरनेट स्क्रीन और OTT और ये सब है तो अटेंशन स्पैन कम होता जाता है। उस अटेंशन स्पैन में एड्रेस करना वाज द चैलेंज। इसलिए वो बहुत जानबूझ के छोटी फिल्में बनाई है और हम लोग बना रहे हैं।
तो इसका क्या आपको कोई दर्शकों को जब आप ये फिल्म दिखाते हैं तो क्या फीडबैक मिलता है? क्या आपको लगता है कि जो ये हम कंजर्वेशन के लिए जो एक्स्ट्रा शॉर्ट फिल्म्स बना रही हैं, क्या ये बिल्कुल अपने लक्ष्य पे जा रही है? क्या ये लोगों को विचार परिवर्तन के बारे में सोचने को भी मजबूर करती है क्या?
परिवर्तन के बारे में सोचने के लिए मजबूर करना ही फिल्म का मकसद था।
जी,
परिवर्तन होगा और लोग बदलेंगे ये एक्सपेक्टेड भी नहीं था।
जी,
ओके क्योंकि वो एक होता है कि कुछ मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, मैं दिन ब दिन की लाइफ में बहुत बिजी हूँ और कोई तो कुछ ऐसी चीजों की मैं वो जो होता है ना
जी,
वो देना था ग्रीनी को कि एक बार सोचो यार इसके बारे में, कम से कम एक बार सोचो। तो ये जो था हमारी फिल्म में वो बहुत अच्छी तरह से जैसे एक अच्छा एनिमेटर दोना जी है उसको मालूम होगा और बहुत सारे थे कि जो जो हमारा ऑडियंस है वो कितना स्माइल करे इस पे, ये भी सोचना चाहिए। कि उसको छोटा स्माइल करना है, बड़ा स्माइल करना है, वो हंसते हंसते गिरना चाहिए, किस टाइप में वो मैसेज कन्वे होना।
जी
तो इतना सब सोच के जब फिल्म बनाते हैं तो जो वह जो मोमेंट है कि उसका ध्यान खींचना है, वो ग्रीनी का काम था। और सीरीज था दिमाग में कि एक छोटा सा पौधा जो जहाँ सब सूखा पड़ा है वहां से वो निकलता है और अपने सीड्स को शूज की तरह इस्तेमाल करके आता है और वो ट्रैवल करता है।
जी
ये ग्रीनी का बेसिक आइडिया था कि वो गांव से आएगा, वाड़ी से जाएगा, बस्ती से जाएगा, नदी से गुजरेगा, वो बड़े शहर की तरफ जाएगा, वो क्या क्या देखेगा और कितने छोटे छोटे इश्यूज है इन्वायरमेंट के जिसपे वो पॉइंट आउट करते हुए जाएगा। ये आइडिया है उसके पीछे।
जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सुनील जी। Donna, now to you, as Sunil ji was saying that these are the time for the short films, and his was also animation. So when you were thinking of the film, what was in your idea? Because it it doesn't give your film is not preachy, but it has a subtle way uh, to uh, force people to look around them. Even sometimes we are not able to realize what is around us. So sometimes, you know, that awareness, consciousness towards in around is not there. So you probably you are trying to give that message. What do you say about your film?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So initially, when I set out to make this film, I had so many thoughts in my head, and I wanted to be preachy. The preachiness in me it was really just overpowering, and I wanted to convey so many messages through my film. So I wasn't able to, condense and put everything into one film. So I was talking to my guide, and then he said, people don't like to see films which preach them and tell them this is right, this is wrong, you're doing this, do this, and do that. Instead, you should do it very subtly and do it in a way that it goes into their mind subconsciously, and it does everything very indirectly. So that's when I completely decided not to preach through the film, instead to just make them realize that there is so much of happiness and beauty in all those little things around you. And I just went back and thought of all the happy moments that I had in my childhood, in my house, and all the memories, what I used to do as a kid. And I actually worked the other way around. People come up with a story and then, add music and sound to it. So this was a very short piece of music which I had composed long back. And when I showed it to my guide, he said, you should really add visuals to it and do something with this music. So that's when I just went about trying to visualize what it could be used as and what it could do. So that's when I just thought, okay, let me just portray the beauty of my hometown as I remember it when I was a kid, so that people who view it are taken back to all those olden days, and it creates nostalgia, and they realize that we don't see that anymore. So that's the feeling I wanted to create, and indirectly, pass the message that this is really not there anymore, and we need to protect it, and if we don't do anything about it, we'll not see it anymore.
Yeah, the message well delivered, I must say. श्रीनिवास जी, आप भी बहुत सारी बातें अपनी फिल्मों में एक साथ नहीं कहना चाहते हैं। आप बहुत फोकस रहते हैं जब आपकी फिल्में आती हैं। तो जैसे हमने अभी घड़ट देखी, और घड़ट बहुत फोकस थी कि घड़ट एक जो वो वहाँ की एक सिस्टम, उससे कैसे बहुत सारी समस्याओं से पार पाया जा सकता है, और ये जो शो कॉल डेवलपमेंट है रीजन में हो रहा है, उसका क्या कोई अल्टरनेट ये हो सकता है। जब आप फिल्म बना रहे थे तो क्या आपने ये सोचा था, या आप उस फिल्म को जस्ट घरेट के सिस्टम की तरह दिखाना चाहते थे और उसकी इंपॉर्टेंस बताना चाहते थे? और चूंकि मुझे लगता है कि ये फिल्म और भी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाती है क्योंकि ये हिमालय के क्षेत्र से आती है, और हम देख चुके कि हिमालय की त्रासदियां जो कुछ दिनों में हो रही हैं ये डेवलपमेंट के नाम पे। तो आपको क्या लगता है कि आप पहले हम ये जानना चाहेंगे कि जब आप फिल्म बना रहे थे तो फिल्म बनाने के पीछे आपका उद्देश्य क्या था? क्या सोच के आपने घरट पे फिल्म बनानी शुरू की? क्योंकि ये
जी
श्रीनिवास जी।
जी, आ रही है सर, आवाज आ रही है?
जी बिल्कुल आ रही है।
जी, दरअसल जो घराट है ये आमतौर से यहाँ हमारे जो परिवेश में जब से हम बचपन से हम देखते रहे, और हमने इनको खत्म होते हुए भी देखा कि जब
जी
ऐसा दौर देखा जबकि ये धीरे धीरे खत्म हो गए। डीजल की चक्कियां आई पहले जो डीजल इंजन से चलती थी, और फिर उनको रिप्लेस किया बिजली से चलने वाली चक्कियों ने। और एक तरफ पानी से चलने वाली जो मशीनें थी ये खत्म हो रही हैं, और दूसरी तरफ हमने इस इलाके में बांधों के बनने की प्रक्रिया को भी देखा, बड़े बांधों को, जिनको लेकर के तमाम विशेषज्ञ बताते रहे हैं कि ये हिमालयी क्षेत्र के लिए उतने फायदेमंद नहीं होंगे जितना कि इनको समझा जाता है। तो ये भी एक पानी जो जल शक्ति है उसका ही इस्तेमाल था, और खत्म होने वाली चीज थी, खत्म होती जा रही है जो चीज है उसको वो आंखों के सामने हमको दिखती रही। लेकिन साथ साथ में इसमें कुछ लोग ऐसे भी रहे जो कि इसको रिवाइवल के लिए, इसके लिए काम कर रहे हैं, इनके पुनर्जीवन के लिए। तो मकसद यही था कि ऐसी कोशिश सामने आए लोगों के कि ये चीजें गैर जरूरी नहीं है, और ये हमारे पुराने नॉलेज को नजरअंदाज करने की वजह से खत्म हो रही है, न कि ये अब गैर जरूरी हो गई है इस वजह से खत्म नहीं हो रही है। तो बस यही मकसद था कि इनकी थोड़ी अहमियत सामने आए, और जो लोग इनको बचाने के लिए काम में लगे हुए हैं उनका काम भी थोड़ा ज्यादा बेहतर तरीके से अगर हम दिखा सके, तो यही कोशिश थी इसको बनाने की।
आपने जब ये फिल्म बनाई और इसका प्रदर्शन किया तो क्या आपको लगता है कि फिल्म वहाँ की समस्या को लोगों तक लाने में सफल रही, और वहाँ के जो पारिस्थितिक तंत्र के संरक्षण में इसने कुछ योगदान दिया? आपको क्या लगता है? क्योंकि हम ये क्लाइमेट चेंज एंड कंजर्वेशन और बायोडाइवर्सिटी पे फिल्म ये फेस्टिवल कर रहे हैं, तो क्या आपको लगता है कि फिल्में उस संदर्भ में एक भूमिका निभाती हैं, या निभा रही हैं, निभा सकती हैं?
जी, अब इस फिल्म ने मतलब विशेष तौर से निजी तौर पर कितना असर किया किसी तरह से, ये तो एकदम से हम साफ नहीं कह सकते,
जी
लेकिन इतना जरूर है कि जो फिल्में हैं वो कहीं न कहीं असर जरूर डालती हैं। क्योंकि अगर हम जैसे घराट के ही मामले को देखें, तो आज घराट को लेकर के घराट के पुनर्जीवन के लिए राज्य सरकार की भी कई तमाम सारी योजनाएं हैं। और ऐसा नहीं कि वो इस फिल्म की वजह से थी, बल्कि सिर्फ जब ये फिल्में लोगों को देखी तो उनको लगा कि हाँ, ये बात तो सही है, हम इस पानी की ताकत को ऐसे ही बेवजह इस्तेमाल नहीं कर पा रहे हैं और बेवजह व्यर्थ होने दे रहे हैं। तो
जी
उनको एक नज़र में उनको स्ट्राइक उनके दिमाग में करता है, जो भी देखते हैं, तो उनको लगता है कि ये एक ऐसी कोई ताकत है जिसका कि हम सदुपयोग कर सकते हैं। और फ़िल्मों की ताकत इसलिए भी है कि क्योंकि वो हमारे ज़हन में जितने बार वो प्रदर्शित होंगी, जितने बार दिखेंगी, तो कहीं न कहीं अपना असर छोड़ती चली जाएँगी। और जब जिस इंसान के दिमाग में उसका असर हो, तो अगर उसको मौका मिले तो शायद कहीं उसके ध्यान में रहेगी वो फ़िल्में। तो अगर वो नीति बनाने वाली पोज़ीशन में है, तो शायद कुछ असर भी सामने आ जाए उन फ़िल्मों का।
जी, बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद श्रीनिवास जी। Friends, I just want to tell you that we had been joined by Mr. Rajesh Chetwal now. Very warm welcome, Mr. Chetwal. Are you
Can you
there,
hear
sir?
me? Yes,
Yes,
yes. Can you hear me?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
sorry, I got a bit late. I'm actually shooting near Bandar Sindri, near Kishangarh, for a film on water conservation.
Okay.
So I've just excused myself and rushed to the hotel in Kishangarh to be able to join you guys.
So,
But thank you very
friend,
much for calling me here. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. You're most welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. Sir, friends, as you know that Mr. Chetwal is a filmmaker with many causes: environment, wildlife, human rights, social justice, gender issues, children, education, and so on. He is promoter and managing director of Silpali Film City, Rajasthan's first ever film city coming up near Javai Dam. And he is also director of Chittagarh Resort. Mr. Chetwal is also executive member of management committee of LN Public School Ajmer. He has produced highly acclaimed feature film The Wishing Tree, which we had screened earlier. This film gently nudged the children to fall in love with trees and forest. An award winner at Lift World Cinema Fest 2018, a finalist at NNF Festival Israel, and an official selection at San Diego International Kids Film Festival 2018 California, SSF Film Festival 2019 Croatia, and PIFF 2018. Now the film is on Netflix. So Chetwal ji, the
Ji,
film, do you think, as earlier we were talking that the film certainly has a very wide reach, and it can the emotional appeal of the film, especially when I'm talking about the film, I'm not talking I'm talking about the popular Bollywood kind of film with all these music and the song and everything which your film was. At the same time, it was delivering a very serious message, and I was really amazed. One scene which I must want to mention here, when the girl met the Shabana Azmi ji first time, and the Shabana Azmi is talking about melting of glaciers and Amazonian forest destruction, wildfire. So we were talking that, or what do you think, that does film really create an impact on general people when you talk about environmental conservation or biodiversity conservation? What do you think, sir?
Actually, documentary films and short films, they do a great service in highlighting issues. But I personally believe that in case you want to move the masses, then these documentary films, of course, you're doing your bit, you are taking them to various platforms, you're showcasing these films. It becomes easier for the audience to comprehend problems and possible solutions if it is wrapped in some kind of an entertainment. I'm not saying that is the only way or the best way, but that's an important step. It's all part of a whole process. So all these films, they complement each other. So my effort was, in fact, as you rightly said, to include color, magic, music, dance, everything, and give it to children in a palatable fashion without talking about carbon dioxide and all that, which is of course very, very valid and important. But I chose to steer clear of that, because in any case, a lot of great work is happening in that field. But a feature film, a mainstream feature film, was lacking. So that's what I was trying to do. So of course, going back to your question, they play a great role. I mean, all kinds of films play a great role, but feature films or commercial films or films, as I tried to make one, their impact on children can be more than others.
So when you were thinking of making a film, hello,
ਮੋਦੀ ਦੀ ਫੋਟੋ ਚੱਕ ਦਿਆਂਗੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਕੀ ਆ ਇਧਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਲਾ ਦਾਂਗੇ
sorry, yeah. So what I was saying, Chetwalji, that when you were thinking of the film, what, like, I just want to understand that whether you wanted a film or for children's only, or you wanted to film specifically on biodiversity conservation, environmental conservation, or you wanted to mix and match, and when you conceived the idea and when you produced the film, what impact you feel? Is there any practical or some story you want to share with us?
Yeah, see, what was clear to me was that our generation or the earlier generation, whatever damage was to be caused to the environment has already been done, and more is being caused. So how do you make children aware of the problem without really going into, as I said earlier, the technicalities? So I thought, let's make a story, an interesting story, which draws in children and then makes them somehow fall in love with trees and environment, because that is the basis.
Yeah.
Whether it's water, whether it's trees, environment, mountains, or whatever, but that's the basis. So how do you do that? Making it simple for children to fall in love with trees and forests. They become aware of it. Now, these children, they're going to grow up. They're going to be decision makers tomorrow. They'll be filmmakers tomorrow. They'll be activists tomorrow. They will find their own solutions as to how to do it, how to go about it. So my film does not offer solutions. It just gently pulls children in. And then these children will start thinking about this. Once they fall in love with trees and forests and environment, they will themselves think of their solutions as the time comes. So that was the idea. I have not, as you've seen the film, there are no solutions offered there to the environment issues, because these children, the circumstances will change, technology will change, science will throw up new problems, new solutions. So they will figure out themselves. That was my idea.
As we know that you are also working on a second film, that is Pani Re Pani.
Right.
So is it also about the environment, and as name suggests, it is about water conservation?
It is about water conservation, and it is also about displacement caused by a dam and how it damages other things. But again, it's a commercial film, commercial feature film. This got pushed a bit first because of the pandemic, and then I had to change the cast. Otherwise, I would have told you who I had cast earlier, but there's no point now because the cast would be changing soon. So we'll start work on it once again because the script has been ready for a long time. In fact, music is also ready. So hopefully this year we go on floor and next year we release it.
Our best wishes, sir. Thank you. Now coming to Akanksha ji. Akanksha ji, as we had gone through your film, and I'm not talking about this film only, but also the Chilka Banks, one of the few remarkable films, which when we talk about the conservation, biodiversity, environment, it certainly comes among the top films or top documentaries in India. My question is that isn't sometimes the films overdo the things, too much of exposure of certain ideas, and then sometimes too much of exposure of certain things makes the problems, sublime? What do you think?
I didn't quite understand that.
Yeah,
you were saying that just speak a little more.
Yeah, what I was trying to say, that nowadays the film has power to raise a certain issue, and then certainly everyone is talking about that, and after going through same message from everyone, then problem suddenly it sits somewhere, and we become
so that's I got it. So that's a perfect lead to actually why I started making Earth Witness. You see, what had happened at that time is that not just in films, but virtually everywhere, we were talking about climate change so much, whether it was newspapers, whether it was television at that time, whether it was classroom conversations, whether conversations with friends. There was just this word which was constantly being repeated: climate change, climate change, climate change. And what I personally found was that I started getting numb to the word climate change. I mean, all right, climate change, but what does it really mean? And there were all these jargons which were being thrown at you, whether it's the carbon credit. To me, the story of Earth Witness began with a desire to sensitize, let's say, to re-sensitize myself to what really those two words, climate change, meant in real terms, in terms of people's lived experiences, in terms of what they ate, what they drank, how they walked, how they slept, how their lives went. So yes, sometimes it so happens that when we speak about an issue too much, we get desensitized to it. People start getting numb to it. And then you as people, or as filmmakers, or as storytellers, or as poets, have to revisit that and resensitize first yourself, and then maybe perhaps through whatever you create, other people. That is always a consequence, and that cannot be an intended goal, because, well, sometimes you can't even change yourself, what to speak of other people, maybe even in your own family, in your own life.
Yeah, well said. So as when you were thinking of the film, you were planning, because first of all, filmmaker planned the film in his or her mind. So what was going on in your mind that time when you were thinking of this film? Because you had touched 4 different groups or people. So what was the thinking when you were designing this whole production, the film?
So the thinking was, in one word, it's called selfish. I wanted to really learn. I am a very thirsty student and a very eager student of life. So I like to explore different situations, different people, learn from them, understand them, and I like to do that directly. So for me, the Vidha, the method of documentary filmmaking offers me an opportunity to be able to explore that, to meet with people whom I ordinarily wouldn't have been able to meet with, and interact very intimately and deeply with them. And that's an advantage that present day documentary technology offers to you, that you can do that. Fiction, that's not possible. So as a documentary filmmaker, especially, the idea was very simply first to sensitize myself to understand what climate change really meant. Second thing was to explore as broadly, as widely, as deeply as I could the ecosystems, the different ecosystems and different tribes of this country, and what their responses also to climate change were. I do not believe in a victimology a talk saying, oh, poor things, they've been through that. I don't understand that, because everyone has issues in life, problems in life, situations in life, and communities and people come up with internal resources, if you're wise and sensitive, to respond to that. I wanted to find out what their responses were. Not just what the problem was, but also what their responses were. Now, with all of that in mind, you can't go with a very clear-cut plan, A, B, C, D. What you can go is as an open slate, ready to learn. So I call this methodology of filmmaking a very feminine methodology. I'm not going there to shoot. I'm going there to absorb, to film, to let things happen. I do my camera myself, incidentally. So when I say I'm going there to absorb, I mean it quite literally also. Even in terms of camera work, you have to blend in with the situation. You have to allow the filming to happen, So yes, there was no plan, except that there was a motivation inside, which is to explore, to learn, and to sensitize myself.
Okay, yeah, so we will come about what you find during the filmmaking, but before that, I want to welcome Dr. Arora, Dr. Jitendra Kaur Arora, and head of the Punjab Science and Technology Department. Very warm welcome, ma'am. And we would also like the participants who are watching us, if they had any question, please do let us know, and we will try to, these filmmakers will try to answer your questions regarding the films, regarding the film's approach, regarding the film's impact on conservation, anything. We are open. Ma'am, do you want to add something? Dr. Jitendra Kaur, ma'am.
In the meantime, just want to say, Akanksha, what you said, that letting the film happen, I think that's so beautifully said. Absorbing and letting it happen. I think and the other thing, I really appreciate that, not going into what happened, but what actually they did to what happened. How they responded. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, let's carry on the discussion further.
Yeah, ma'am. It's Akanksha ji's style. It's a very poetic and very soft and subtle style that let the people who are there in the film speak what they want to, and it comes up very, very beautifully. Some of the words I was talking to Akanksha ji earlier, and I was saying that some of your characters, they are talking such a beautiful and profound words. Like one lady from Northeast was taking that this production of profit cannot be equal to production uh, of conservation of environment, something like that. So Akanksha ji, how you make your protagonist to speak these kind of very profound, very philosophical words?
I being a student. You have to, the thing is that we've forgotten the art of being, India's been a land of gurus. I was just speaking with a friend this morning. And while we have many masters, we've forgotten the art of being a disciple. To listen. It's not just to talk, but to be able to listen. And trust me, these were conversations, you've seen it, these were conversations across languages. I don't know Chhattisgarhi, okay? I don't know Kutchi. I mean, and Seno was speaking in English, so I know that. Shukdev Da was speaking in Bengali. I don't know Bengali. And yet, there is something that connects this land together, which can inspire conversations which are beyond words. I've experienced that. It happens. And that's been the art of, I think personally for me, the disciplehood, to be a disciple and listen to the teachers who are teaching you at that time.
Yeah, well said. Thank you, Akanksha ji. Sunil ji, we have, there is one question regarding the short you are making. The question is from Mr. Virendra Kumar, and he says that I think short films don't allow the character development. तो आपको क्या लगता है कि short films character development को पूरा समय नहीं दे पाता है, या क्या उसकी शॉर्ट फिल्म्स के आपके हिसाब से कंजर्वेशन के फील्ड में क्या विशेषताएं हैं, उसकी क्या ताकत है और क्या कमजोरी है?
कैरेक्टर का, किसी भी कैरेक्टर का एस्टेब्लिश होना
जी,
सपोज आप एक फिल्म देख रहे हो, 3 मिनट में एक कैरेक्टर एस्टेब्लिश हो गया, वही कैरेक्टर एस्टेब्लिश होता है फीचर फिल्म में तो उसको 10 मिनट लगते हैं या 15 मिनट लगते हैं, ओके। और हम एक एक्टर की फिल्म बार बार देखते हैं तो उसका अपने दिमाग में कैरेक्टर एस्टेब्लिश होने के लिए 2 साल 3 साल भी लगते हैं
जी।
फिल्म इज नॉट समथिंग सेपरेट, इट स्टार्ट्स देयर और हमारे लाइफ तक आ जाता है। यहाँ पे जो टेक्नोलॉजी है, यहाँ पे जो अवेलेबल है, और सबसे मुझे लगता था कि सब्जेक्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, कैरेक्टर से बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट है। जैसे आपने फिल्म में देखा कि ग्रीनी नाम का जो हमारा कैरेक्टर है वो लास्ट में आता है, जिस नाम से हमारी कंपनी पूरी चलती है, हम सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट में काम करते हैं, हम अवेयरनेस का काम करते हैं, लेकिन वहाँ कैरेक्टर का ज्यादा काम नहीं है उस फिल्म में
जी।
उस फिल्म में वो टॉपिक इम्पोर्टेंट है कि वो जिस तरह से बहुत ही इनसेंसिटिवली वो बंदा च्युइंगम खा के फेंकता है और वो च्युइंगम के साथ एक म्यूजिक बजता है जिससे वो कोई भी व्यूअर उसकी तरफ ध्यान जाएगा, और जब पढ़ता है तो एक छोटा सा वो पंछी आके उसको खाता है। अब ये सब्जेक्ट ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट, तो मुझे लगता है कि उनका जो कहना है कि शॉर्ट फिल्म जस्टिस नहीं देता, पर हर मीडिया का अपना एक स्पेशल मतलब स्ट्रेंथ है।
जी, तो इसका मतलब कि हर बार जरूरी नहीं कि वो कैरेक्टर उसकी ताकत हो, कई बार सब्जेक्ट ही खुद इतना ताकतवर होता है कि उसको कुछ और डेवलप करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है फिल्म मेकर को।
एब्सोल्युटली, क्योंकि अगर आप एक कैरेक्टर का, जैसे वोडाफोन का कैरेक्टर है और उसका आप ऐड देखते हो, अब वो कैरेक्टर इतना स्वीट था कि धीरे धीरे लोग ऐड में अलग अलग टॉपिक भूल जाते हैं और कैरेक्टर को याद रखते हैं। एक जमाने में आपको याद होगा स्प्राइट का एक कैरेक्टर,
जी बिल्कुल,
जैसे सांता क्लॉज कैरेक्टर कोका कोला ने तैयार किया हुआ कैरेक्टर है, ना उसका नाताल से क्रिसमस से कुछ लेना देना है, ना उसका क्रिश्चियनिटी से कुछ लेना देना, पर ये क्रिएट किया गया हुआ कैरेक्टर था, और कुछ सालों में वैसे हो जाता है कि इट बिकम्स पार्ट ऑफ योर कल्चर सोसाइटी। तो मेरा थोड़ा लंबा हो गया आंसर, लेकिन मेरा ये कहना है कि वो धीरे धीरे में इट ग्रोज ऑन यू। अगर मैं ग्रीनी की 100 फिल्में बनाता हूँ और अगर आप इसको बार बार देखते हो तो आपको कैरेक्टर एस्टेब्लिश अपने आप दिमाग में हो जाएगा, क्योंकि वो दिमाग जोड़ देता है उन चीजों को।
जी
इसीलिए वो बार बार रिपीट होना ज्यादा काम करता है,
जी
जितना दिखता है उससे ज्यादा।
जी जी सही सही कहा. So Donna, one thing I want to ask you, as we were talking to uh, right now regarding the preachiness, so do you think that sometimes making films with certain masses is important, or sometimes like just or observing things around says a lot rather than trying to preach or give some message? And do you think that your film, have you seen you do you think that your film has even started something changing in and around where you have shown it? What is the impact you think that the film can create in reference to with reference to your film?
In reference to my film, I
Yes.
was really overwhelmed to see the response of all the people in my hometown.
Mhm.
So there were some places, some things, and some things like blowing bubbles from a leaf. So that every kid in my hometown would have done in that particular age.
Ji.
Or there's a leaf which if you just it's a dry, it's actually part of a seed which you just prick to a stick and then you run around, it just twirls. So these are small toys and small activities which kids have done all over in my area. So I got a lot of responses saying, oh my god, I've done this, and my kid loves this film, my children love this film, and they want to watch it every time when I feed them. So it was really heart touching and really warm for me to know that the kids are liking it, because I made it by keeping different kinds of age group in mind. It not just the kids, but also the elderly and adults as well. So, and the first question you said, message is definitely important. Um, and I think it is up to the filmmaker to convey it and make without being too preachy, because why would we make films otherwise? We want to make films because we want the viewer to get a message, or we want to say something through the film. So definitely message is very important. I would say the most important thing in the film. That's the core of the film. But how you put it and what is your motive and aim and goal behind the film, that will,
Yeah.
take its own course, and then, yeah.
Got it. So, Donna, I have seen so many great student filmmakers from not only your like schools like yours, NID, or every year we are seeing so many wonderful films from your organization, and there is there are so many mass communication institute producing such a wonderful film students. So if the filmmaker, if these film students want to come into this conservational filmmaking, green filmmaking, do you have some message for them?
Mm, message for people who are coming into this,
Yes.
I would say, mm, don't get disappointed while you're working in the initial stage, because I would say it really takes a lot of effort, time, and your own passion. If you're passionate enough, you will do it anyway. But don't expect to make money out of it, or keep that as a goal. Then you'll never reach there.
Yeah.
If you really want to do something, and if you really want to spread a message, you'll do it anyway. Don't keep money making, or don't worry about funds, and don't worry about making the best first film. Just do it. It might not come out great the first time, but you will learn, and
Yeah.
it's a journey. So just start. Don't think too much. Just start and just do it. That's
Okay.
all I would say.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Chetwalji. Now, I want to ask one thing. Uh, the first thing is that the film is a very, especially when we talk about, I'm talking about the popular Bollywood movie kind of film with colors and sets and music. So why there are so many films coming every year, but why there are so little film on the conservation or the environment or on the biodiversity subject? What do you think? What is the reason?
Uh, uh, Difficult to say, because a Bollywood film, because the cost of production, the marketing exercise, all those, uh, I think they deter people from coming into this. That could be one reason. So the idea is to, but one good thing is that now technology is democratizing the whole process. So as filmmaking gets cheaper, I think this would also be one of the agenda for not just Bollywood but mainstream filmmakers, to try and incorporate these subjects into their uh, story. So I am looking forward to that, and I'm sure that will happen. Uh, Other than that, I think it's purely economics, because these films, they need huge sums for even release. They need huge sums for production. That is what keeps some producers away. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of people who would like to m- make films and do stories on these subjects, but this is what must be keeping them away. But as this process gets cheaper, as release platforms, they widen. I mean, my film was picked up by Netflix before it released. So if
Mhm.
there are more films like that, I'm sure they will pick it up. I mean, in fact, they insisted. My film is a 99-minute film, but my first edit was a 120-minute edit. And so I said, give me a few more days. And they said, no, we want it right away. You give us a 121-minute edit. So they were keen. So there are now, these platforms will help filmmakers to make mainstream films on these subjects as well. I don't think that problem will be there. But having said that, I must tell you that the feature films will come in. I mean, they will help, but these great documentary films and all these films that you've showcased, I mean, they play a very important role in going into the problem. Feature films may not really go into the problem to the extent that these people can. So both these complement each other. Yeah, of course, it'll be nice to see more feature films coming in.
One question, one very serious question, which I want to ask you here. We in During the COVID and the post-COVID era, what we are seeing is exponential growth in the online screenings of the films,
Mhm.
whether it's documentary, whether it's feature film. But the biggest problem, when like organizations like us, or other government organizations, which or non-governmental organizations, which want to do this non-commercial screening of the films, the biggest hurdle which we are the organizations are getting is like copyright infringement thing.
Yes,
Even
we
today,
experienced that. Yes, sir. We
even
experienced
today
that
also,
this morning. Yes, I know.
yes, even today also, in between the film, the moment song started, the copyright, डंडा
Infringement.
हमारे सर पे आ गया, and it
जी, जी.
stops abruptly.
Yeah.
Same thing, not about the song, but even there are so many documentaries which were using music from here or there, because making music is a difficult thing and it's a costly affair. And sometimes when it comes about documentary filmmakers, they are like, most of the documentary filmmakers are using their own money, so they want to cut the cost so that they come up with a good documentary. How they can tackle this infringement ka bhoot jo suddenly aa gaya, and it stops organizations to
Mhm.
screen the films
To,
online
to,
screening?
to tell you honestly, Sarojit, I encountered this today only. In fact, Anand sent a message to me that this is a problem, and I immediately tried getting in touch with Z Music, because just look at this travesty that Z did not put a single rupee in the film. In fact, these days the market is such that you have to offer your music to the music channel, or for example, Z or T Series. They do not pay you anything. They just air your songs on their channels, and they try and popularize. That's it. So not a rupee was spent by them on my film, and yet they brought in this. So I spoke to Z just after I got to know of this, and they told me that these are robots which search where the music is played, and then they file a infringement notice, and that's why this happened. So I said, but how do you solve this? Because there are going to be more and more online film festivals, and this problem will crop up again. So they said, please, can you write an email to us with a screenshot and all that, and we'll try and find what can be done. I said, I mean, the damage is done today. So I don't know what the solution is, but I think these companies which have rights over the music, although they do not, I mean, I don't think they should be owning this music, because I spent over 2 million on producing music for this film, just for the music. Not a rupee came from anywhere. So they should not be doing this. This should not have happened. But now this has happened. So I'll find a solution. And hopefully Z or other T-series also, they also come up with something where these things do not happen. Maybe prior information to them that this is being screened, or something could be worked out. Something practical could be worked out of this.
Yeah, because it's happening so often. Even like फिल्मों की म्यूजिक तो छोड़ दीजिए, if you go on YouTube and
Yes.
post Lag Ja Gale, that's very popular Hindi music, and you take Alap, the moment you take the original Alap, the Saregama will block your. Yes, I'm the first hand experience.
Yes,
it will
yes,
say
sir.
that Alap, that portion of Alap is copyrighted. So it's creating a great problem for the filmmakers and documentary filmmakers. So I hope that there will be some solution soon, so that we can have more and more.
I'm also a life member of the Indian Motion Pictures Producers Association. I'll bring it up
Yes.
there also.
Yeah,
as
please
to
do.
how do we get past this?
Yeah, because these films are meant to change the society. That is one of the idea, to make a change. Is the idea behind any film, and film should do it. So if I am asking ticket from someone, then you can ask for the copyright and all these things. But if it's a really for the betterment of the society, there should be some norms and some rules and regulations.
I believe even that bit, whether it's for the betterment of the society or not, I mean, that's a separate question completely. But there should be some norms about this, as to when the infringements sets in and when it should not.
Yeah, thank you very much. श्रीनिवास जी, एक सवाल मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगा कि हिमालय का जो क्षेत्र है वो सचमुच बहुत सेंसिटिव है, और आप और बहुत सारे जो लोग हैं जो कि उसी क्षेत्र में रहते हैं, और वहाँ के सॉल्यूशंस के साथ वो फिल्में, जैसे कि आपकी ये घरट फिल्म थी, उसके अलावा जो आपकी कोटी बनाल फिल्म है, वो बहुत ही खूबसूरती से बात करती है एक ऐसे लोकल आर्किटेक्चरल डिजाइन को, कि जहाँ पे कोटी बनाल आर्किटेक्चरल डिजाइन के साथ 1500 सालों से मकान खड़े हैं बिना, और झेल चुके हैं कई बड़े बड़े भूकंप। तो ये जो फिल्में आप बनाते हैं, आपको लगता है क्या कि इन फिल्मों की पहुंच इतनी है कि ये समाज में एक परिवर्तन लाने की कोशिश में सफल रहे? और दूसरा सवाल ये, क्या आपको लगता है कि हम लोग जो ये प्रयास कर रहे हैं, ये जो पंजाब गवर्नमेंट का ये प्रयास है, जो ऑनलाइन फिल्म फेस्टिवल का, और जो CMS वातावरण करता है, और तो आपको क्या लगता है कि इन सारे ऑनलाइन फिल्म फेस्टिवल से जो बायोडायवर्सिटी कंजर्वेशन बोर्ड कर रहा है, क्या उससे समाज में परिवर्तन आ सकता है? क्या आप परिवर्तन को आता हुआ देखते हैं इन माध्यमों से? क्योंकि ये एक साथ कई जगह पे कई लोगों को ऑनलाइन मीडियम से पहुंचा जा सकता है। आपका क्या विचार है इस विषय पे?
जी जरूर, कुछ न कुछ परिवर्तन तो जरूर आता है, क्योंकि किसी बात को जब हम बार बार दोहराते हैं और अलग अलग माध्यमों से दोहराते हैं, तो वो अपना असर जरूर छोड़ता है। और ऑनलाइन माध्यम का मैं सबसे बड़ा एक उसकी ताकत ये समझता हूँ कि ये फिर एक तरह से हमेशा के लिए बरकरार रहता है, एक तरह का एक संरक्षण है। मतलब अगर आज हम इस प्रोग्राम को कर रहे हैं, तो ये संरक्षित फॉर्म में हम इसको हमेशा ही, जब चाहे तब, जितनी बार चाहे उतनी बार इसको लोगों को दिखा सकते हैं, इस पर चर्चा कर सकते हैं, या कहीं इसके रेफरेंस पर हम बात कर सकते हैं इसका। और दूसरी जो आपने फिल्मों की बात कही, तो उस पर जो भी फिल्में हम स्थानीय या हिमालयी क्षेत्रों के मसलों को लेकर के उठाते हैं, तो उनमें इस बात का असर वो जरूर छोड़ती हैं, क्योंकि जो बेचैनी, उस तरह के बदलाव को लेकर के जो बेचैनी महसूस हम करते हैं उसको बनाने के दरमियान, तो हम समझते हैं कि अगर वैसी बेचैनी थोड़ा दूसरा भी महसूस अगर कर पाए, तो शायद वो अपना अप, अपनी उसकी एक कामयाबी हो सकती है उस फिल्म की। क्योंकि दरअसल जो ये मकसद है यहाँ के जो परंपरागत तकनीक है उसको सामने लाने का, वो सिर्फ इतना है कि हम विज्ञान को सिर्फ नएपन के रूप में न जाने, बल्कि विज्ञान को इस रूप में महसूस कर पाए कि वो कुदरत के साथ तालमेल करके जीना ही विज्ञान है। इस विचार को स्थापित करने की दिशा की एक कोशिश है, और उस पर लगता है कि थोड़ा बहुत तो ये फिल्में असर जरूर छोड़ती हैं अपना।
जी, बहुत सही कहा। So yes, friends, I also think that the online platform has given these online tools had given us a medium to reach to a far greater number in a very short period of time, and that's why I think that these kind of programs and the film festivals and the workshops which has been done by Punjab Biodiversity Board and Punjab State Council for Science and Technology is really a great thing to do, and we should replicate these kind of things more and more. There are so many biodiversity board in around in State Biodiversity Board, and they should also replicate, because then we will be able to reach at 5 to 10 times of people which we use through the traditional medium. Akanksha ji, my question to you is that, do you think that the same question which I was asking to Srinivas ji is that, do you think that by organizing these kind of online programs, online workshops, online film festivals, are we able to achieve a great response which is greater than the traditional ones? And do you think that these kind of film festivals can lead a change in the society when it comes about the conservation and biodiversity and environment?
तो मैं इसको थोड़ा सा अलग तरह से देखने की कोशिश करूंगी। आपने कहा कि ये क्या कोई चेंज लाते हैं समाज में। मैं इसको कैसे देखती हूँ कि ये समाज में जो परिवर्तन आ रहा है, जो चेंज आ रहा है, उसका एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट हिस्सा है। जैसे कि कोई नदी बह रही है और एक दूसरी नदी आके उसको ज्वाइन करती है, तो नदी की धार और तेज हो जाती है। उसी तरीके से these events which are being organized are a part of the change which is already coming in the society. And the more we do this, the more we speak about that, the more stories we tell about our earth, about our nature, about our people, about the joys of life, what all I've been hearing from your panelists. If the more we tell these stories, the more gushing that river of change happens.
Yeah, very well said. Ma'am, Kaur ma'am, will you tell us, like, as we come to the end of this session, although we can do it for several hours, because we have such a learned and visionary kind of filmmakers with us, we can talk about in length, but as we had a limited time in our hand, so I want to know from you any observing comment or any message you want to give to the filmmaker friends which are watching us, or the student filmmakers who wanted to come in the field of conservation filmmaking.
Thank you. Sabse pehle to thank you for bringing all of them here on this platform. I think I'll add to some of the comments that the others made here, first of all. One, बहुत ही अच्छा मुझे सुनने को मिला। एक तो ये सब जो आज हुआ और जो सब निकला, जिसको सब लोगों ने आज एंजॉय किया, वो जॉय ऑफ लाइफ को एक्चुअली पर्दे पे हम सबने देखा आज। पहले तो ये मुझे लगा, और दूसरा ये कि मुझे बड़ी, आपने ये सवाल उनको पूछा कि क्या इसका असर होता है जब ऐसी हम कोई प्रयास करते हैं, जैसे ये हमने एक अनूठा प्रयास किया कि बायोडाइवर्सिटी, क्लाइमेट चेंज पे, इस सब्जेक्ट पे लेके आए, जो कुछ क्रिएटिव काम हुए हैं उनको थोड़ा सा एक झलक दिखाएं, तो क्या इसका देखने वालों पे असर होता है। तो मुझे एक बड़ी, आई वुड से वियर्ड एग्जांपल मेरे दिमाग में आई। it's really weird, but take it in that spirit. मुझे लगा जब, जैसे आपने देखा होगा ना, जब वो कोई एक कुत्ते को नहलाते हैं तो वो नहा करके जब वो झाड़ता है अपने बाल, तो आसपास अगर 10-12 लोग खड़े हो तो वो सब पे छिट्टे पड़ जाते हैं उसके। सो अगर मैं सोचती हूँ कि एक को भी ये, और मैं एक बाय क्वालिफिकेशन माइक्रोबायोलॉजिस्ट हूँ, तो या वो दूसरी एग्जांपल देने लगी हूँ कि जब दही जमाते हैं ना, तो वो एक रात को इनोकुलम उसमें लगाते हैं, थोड़ा सा बैक्टीरिया का कल्चर लगाते हैं, और सुबह वो पूरा बर्तन दूध का वो दही जमा होता है। तो इट इज लाइक दैट ओनली, कि अगर एक के भी ऊपर छींटा पड़ा या थोड़ा सा भी वो बैक्टीरियल कल्चर गया, तो उसमें बहुत बहुत मेरे हिसाब से बड़ा चेंज आता है। और पर उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा, आकांक्षा ने बोला कि ये तो ऑलरेडी बदलाव आ रहा है, आप सब फिल्म क्षेत्र से हैं, तो वो जैसे कहते सुनते आए हैं कि जैसी पब्लिक की डिमांड होती है वैसी फिल्में बनने लगती हैं, जैसे गाने पब्लिक चाहती है वैसे गाने फिल्मों में आने लगते हैं। तो ये एक डिमांड इसकी बढ़ रही है। तो इट इज, आई वुड से, अ रिजल्ट ऑफ मार्केट पुल ओनली दैट दिस इवेंट हैपेंड, स्पेशली ये कोविड टाइम पे। ये तो सबको समझ आया कि ये हम जितना मर्जी इसको झुठला लें, ये अब फिक्शन नहीं रहा, इट्स अ रियलिटी। The changes which are happening, climate change, and the need to understand the diversity, conserve the biological diversity, ये चीजें अब बिल्कुल दूर की बात नहीं रही। और दूसरा, थैंक यू राजेश जी फॉर, I'm happy I heard it from horse's mouth. I was really pained in the morning that what's happening. और मैंने immediately बात करी to the entire team of CMS वातावरण. I immediately called DG कि क्या हो रहा है, ये फिल्म आपने पूरी चला के नहीं देखी थी क्या? तो ये एकदम मुझे समझ आया कि ये इसमें so I would say it's a path-breaking, again a path-breaking endeavor of Punjab, that it has kind of, it will now ease the it will become more easy to hold online film festivals in future. क्योंकि तो ये आपसे सुन के मुझे काफी तसल्ली हुई कि ये क्योंकि हुआ ही पहली दफे है, तो ऐसी प्रॉब्लम किसी को एनकाउंटर होनी ही नहीं थी उससे पहले। तो आज ही हमने ये जाना। हालांकि मेरी अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, हमारे पास एक पूरा वर्ल्ड इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन UN का सेंटर है जो पूरी इनोवेटर्स को IPR के लिए फैसिलिटेट करता है, कॉपीराइट्स, पेटेंट्स, एवरीथिंग। तो हमारे लिए भी एक बहुत बड़ी लर्निंग हुई इस फेस्टिवल को करा करके, और आई एम श्योर CMS वातावरण के लिए भी लर्निंग हुई है आगे के लिए।
और डॉक्टर जितेंद्र, मैं ये एक चीज कहना चाह रहा था इसमें कि परहैप्स CMS वातावरण विल आल्सो एक्सप्लोर कि क्या फेसबुक या यूट्यूब का प्लेटफॉर्म जरूरी है इसके लिए इस्तेमाल करना। कैन देयर बी अदर प्लेटफॉर्म्स जहां पर किस प्रकार के ऑनलाइन फिल्म फेस्टिवल हो सकते हैं?
अच्छा, एग्जांपल कैसे?
मतलब बिकॉज दे आल्सो वेब बेस्ड कोई और प्लेटफॉर्म हो, इनका अपना खुद हो, या इनके वेब URL ही तो देना होता है ना जब आप इसके लिए लोगों को इनवाइट करते हैं, बुलाते हैं। So I'm just saying explore that possibility. I don't know whether it is possible or not, but I just came to my mind.
हम
लोग you could try Vimeo. आप Vimeo को एक बार देखिएगा, because वहाँ पे क्या है, जब कॉपीराइट्स की बात होती है तो what is the use that you're doing it for? So they are very sensitive to the use. And यहाँ पे तो use बिल्कुल ही, यानी it's not for profit. So Vimeo is very comfortable with that. Try that.
Ji.
See, we have a solution now.
Ji, certainly. Thank you,
Great.
Akanksha ji. So we
Yeah,
will
thank
certainly
you.
try to look on the Vimeo platform, and we will also try to explore some other platforms, like how we can do it. But yes, if we are doing on the platform of Facebook or YouTube, these problems will come until we had a certain rules and regulations. जी मैम आप कुछ कह रही थी?
Thank you. I think the last thought that was coming to my mind, सुनील जी से किसी ने सवाल किया था कि वो अगर छोटी फिल्में हो तो शायद वो क्या
Character
असर
development
छोड़ती हैं.
हो
आज
सकती
सुबह ही जो इनॉग्रल में जब हम इकट्ठा हुए सुबह, तो डॉक्टर माथुर जो चेयरमैन है नेशनल बायोडाइवर्सिटी अथॉरिटी के, वो शेयर कर रहे थे कि मैंने हाल ही में एक छोटी सी 1.5 मिनट की फिल्म देखी जिसमें वो कहने लगे मैंने तो कभी अगेन सेइंग दैट ही चेयर्स नेशनल बायोडाइवर्सिटी अथॉरिटी, वो कह रहे थे कि मैंने ये तो सुना था कि एनिमल्स एक दूसरे से कैसे बात करते हैं, मगर मैंने पहली बार उसमें महसूस किया कि प्लांट्स एक दूसरे से कैसे बात करते हैं
जी.
तो और वो 1.5 मिनट की फिल्म थी, है ना. तो मुझे लगता है कि बहुत ही बड़ा ये इम्पैक्ट होता है जो छोटी छोटी फिल्में होती हैं वो, क्योंकि इतने छोटे समय में इतना कुछ कहना होता है, तो उसके लिए तो काफी एक गहरी सोच, काफी एक वो वाली सोच जो अगेन कहा, आई एम नॉट सेइंग बिकॉज आई एम अ वुमन, बहुत फेमिनिन सोच जाती है उसके अंदर कि बहुत बारीकी से वाली सोच उसमें जाती है. तो आई थिंक थैंक यू वंस अगेन. सुनील जी कुछ कहना चाह रहे. I feel privileged to have you all here, and I feel privileged that we've been able to be the path breakers, starting it from Punjab, and we would like to do much more with the help of all of you. Thank you.
जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच मैम. आपने लास्ट में बहुत ही profoundly चीजें sum up की, and whatever you have said will also help us to think further in the future how can make it better. Thank you very much all the participants, all these distinguished filmmakers which participated with us. Thank you Rajesh ji for taking time from your busy schedule and becoming part of this discussion. Akanksha ji, thank you very much. Srinivas ji, thanks. Donna, it was wonderful talking to you in person first time. Sunil Bongde ji, thank you for
मैं एक कहना चाहता था.
जी कहिए.
जो मैम ने जो लास्ट में बात कही कि
जी.
एक बहुत ही कम टाइम में ध्यान खींचना है
जी,
तो इन्वायरमेंट अपने हर डे टू डे लाइफ में इतना फैला हुआ है जो बच्चों को या बड़ों को भी समझ में नहीं आता. उनको लगता है पेड़ लगाओ पेड़ मत काटो तो इन्वायरमेंट का हो गया मतलब प्रॉब्लम. लेकिन हम क्या खरीदते हैं, कितना यूज करते हैं, कहाँ फेंकते हैं, कैसे रखते हैं, हर चीज में इन्वायरमेंट है. तो ये एक मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि इतनी छोटी छोटी कहाँ किस तरफ उनको किस मतलब कौन से मुद्दों पे ध्यान खींचना है, इसके लिए मैं और फिल्में बनाना चाहता हूँ. और जो आपने जो कहा कि जी ये वो, लेकिन सीएमएस अपने आप एक अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है. और मैं आपको बधाई देना चाहता हूँ इस बात पे कि आपने यहाँ इतने साल से आप जो कर रहे हो ये प्लेटफॉर्म है. आप आपका जब मतलब ये टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज लेके कोई कंटिन्यूस प्लेटफॉर्म करते हैं तो और भी बढ़िया होगा.
जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सुनील जी. हाँ, सीएमएस के तरफ से मैं जरूर फिर से कहना चाहूँगा कि सीएमएस जब से अपने अस्तित्व में आई है और सीएमएस वातावरण फिल्म फेस्टिवल हो रहा है, इसने हमेशा कोशिश की कि समाज में एक परिवर्तन आए, एक इन्वायरमेंटल कॉन्शियसनेस समाज में जगे. और मुझे लगता है कि सीएमएस आप लोग जैसे सुधी फिल्मकारों के साथ आने से और गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस जैसे पंजाब स्टेट काउंसिल फॉर साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी और पंजाब बायोडाइवर्सिटी बोर्ड, इन जैसे लोगों ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस का साथ मिलने से हम लोग ये जो हमने एक मूवमेंट है जिसको हम यूनिक ग्रीन मूवमेंट कहते हैं, हम उसमें सफलता देख रहे हैं. और बहुत नए लोग, नई फिल्में, नए समस्याओं पे हम ध्यान आकर्षण कर रहे हैं लोगों का. आई ऑल्सो वॉन्ट टू tell you that we will certainly going to do a number of programs like this, and as you may be aware that the 11th CMS Vatavaran International Film Festival and Forum is scheduled in this year in November, where we like we had received a number of films, a path-breaking film. Even the last year was a very, the COVID year. Even though having said that, we had received more than 750 films from around the globe. So yes,
Great.
we will come up with a few very beautiful, very thought-provoking, very consciously curated films on different environmental topics, conservational topics, biodiversity conservation topic in the month of November. So please do tune with us. And there was some little technical glitch in the morning. I really want to apologize on behalf of our organization. We hope that this kind of program series which we started with the help of Punjab State Council for Science and Technology and Punjab Biodiversity Board, we will hope to have more and more these kind of programs with them. I really want to, on behalf of CMS Vatavaran, I really want to express my gratitude towards Punjab State Council for Science and Technology and Punjab Biodiversity Board. Thank you, ma'am, for giving us this opportunity to do this wonderful film festival with these wonderful filmmakers. Last not the least, I really want to thank all the people which are behind the program making successful. I want to express thanks to the DG CMS Vatavaran, Mr. P.N. Vasanti, for having a driving force behind the CMS Vatavaran unique green movement. And I also want to express my thanks to the team behind this, the CMS Vatavaran team behind this program, Anandji and Suraj, Raj, Kavita, and the technical team which is there in CMS Vatavaran. So I और अगर किसी का नाम मुझसे छूट गया हो तो I really want to express my gratitude towards them also. Thank you very much once again for taking your time and becoming part of this discussion. Thank you very much. And please do not forget to participate in tomorrow's Green Filmmaking Workshop conducted by National Award winner filmmaker Aarti Srivastava tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you.
very much.
Thanks to CMS.
Thank you
Thanks
so
to
much.
Punjab Biodiversity
Thank you,
Board.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.